Who'd have thought I could weld up this entire huge boat with just this compact desktop laser welder? Hey, what's up? Sam here. Welcome to my review of the LaserCyber L1 Pro. So today we're testing the LaserCyber L1 Pro, an all-in-one desktop laser system designed for home metalworking. It simplifies advanced metal fabrication tasks significantly. This machine runs on a 1200 watts air-cooled fiber laser. Its effective thermal control lets you carry out long, intensive metalworking sessions in a home shop without breaking, overheating, or unexpected stops. The main unit is 680 by 357 by 383 millimeters and weighs 36.3 kilograms. The paired compact CNC table has a 600 by 400 millimeter work surface and weighs 57.6 kilograms, so it fits well within small workshops or garage spaces. One feature I find practical is its KDE software interface, which has two separate UI layouts for users with different experience levels. I don't have professional experience operating laser equipment, but I've been running test pieces on different materials, and the finishing work turned out consistently well. You can switch to engineer mode with one tap to manually adjust every parameter in full detail if you need more precise control. The unit includes an integrated Wi-Fi feeder, an internal AI monitoring camera, and a dedicated mobile app for sharing and downloading custom process settings with other users. Many comparable laser systems have trouble processing reflective metals such as aluminum and copper, while this model's optical components are calibrated to work with these materials reliably. All the tests you're about to see feature live on-camera explanations and real-time demos. Unlike most of my previous videos where I record voice-over narration in post-production afterward, this time I'm showing you everything completely raw and unedited. Now the big question, is this machine actually worth buying? Let's find out. Alright, so this is the main interface. Let me just show you one by one, step by step. You can see fast mode and engineering mode. And also we see some other options like stainless steel, wear time ratio, cut time ratio. Actually, all these can be customized in the settings. You can choose which one to show or which one not. And let's just go to fast mode. Right here, laser emission can be triggered in only 4 steps. The system stores over 366 preset parameters built into its processing library. Wow! You can choose, like, you can swipe up and down. This is basically like swiping on an iPhone, right? Super smooth. I've never seen any, welders with such a smooth touch screen experience. And of course, you can also like click. Okay, let's just choose this spark welder, for example, and then we can choose gear. Gear is like power. They offer 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we choose material, like stainless steel, carbon steel, galvanized sheet, or just aluminum alloy. Then we choose thickness from 0.5 to 3 millimeters. We just choose 2. And for other options, we have like manual gas supply. Right, and this is the feed. You can just tap once, we'll just hold it down, and auto wide feed, and then we enable this laser. You have to press. Of course, if you really want to get the laser emission, you have to press preset, and then here we go. Yes, we just turn it off for now because I want to show you everything a bit later. And that is the fast mode. Super easy, right? And now if you want to get a little bit pro, and you can click engineering mode. Okay, confirm and enter. It retains all functions from fast mode and has far more detailed adjustable parameters for precise fine tuning. In addition to normal settings like material thickness, you can also adjust like spout weld period, gas preflow time, laser power, all those. You can just press plus or minus, or just input the numbers you want. plus a full suite of other configurable values. Every critical welding parameter you could need, with full micro-adjustment freedom to tweak values however you want. Another handy feature, you can configure parameters inside fast mode first, like this continuous weld, gear, or thickness, carbon steel, but still unsatisfied with the welding results and want minor adjustments, you can just type more parameters. And just check out, your current preset values will be directly imported into engineering mode. All your settings carry over automatically, letting you fine-tune the imported preset parameters directly with the engineering mode. Now, let's talk about the system settings. Let's check what's inside. We type settings, device information. We click this to get the QR code, and we can then connect to this dedicated app. And for this, I'm also combined with this AI Vision. This is like a whole another level compared to other systems. So I will talk more about the AB later. So stay tuned. And then the settings, the common settings here, we can choose language or units, sound effect, or those very detailed and advanced settings, offset correction, power threshold, temperature threshold. My favorite part would be this custom home page. You can drag and rearrange modules directly on the screen. And then we click Save Changes. The homepage layer updates to customized setup. Pretty neat, right? Now let's talk a little bit more about the app. I think the app is one of the things that really separates it from the other machines. And from my experience with it, LaserCyber is not only like provide a good intuitive app, but also offers a community. Let's say this one, my new handmade metal weather vane. This is beautiful and I want to make it the exact same one, but I don't know the parameters. Okay, so if you want to make the same one, you can just press here and then you can see select device, right? Like mine was already connected to mine. And then you can see all these parameters like material thickness, laser power, scan frequency, all those. Okay, you can just use that and then import. And then we confirm. And wait for a few seconds, it will just sync right on the screen here. You can then check the parameters, everything here, and then you click OK. And then you go to engineer mode, and the one we are choosing is aluminum alloy 1.5, right? And this is the parameters from this one. And then you can either manual adjustment or just use this one because this one looks so good, right? You want to make it the same one, right? And that's it. Alright, that covers all the core software, basic interface, and mobile app functions. Now, let me show you exactly why this monitor and AI vision system set this machine apart from other competitors. There's one feature I really like is the lens contamination detection, because the gun comes with a built-in camera that detects dots in real time. So whenever it finds dots, and it will just give us a warning, and there's a pop-up window appear on the screen. So oh, I have to change the lens instead of, I finish everything and I find, this is not good. This way we can save materials and boost work efficiency. That's my favorite feature. Now let me show you the AI vision feature, which is like really user-friendly for beginners like me. So we click devices and here we type AI vision and then type detect record the video, and you can see all the footage or the videos here which recorded during my test, aluminum alloy, brass, those. Alright, and then we click any of them like this one, and it will just play the footage. Okay, and the green box shows the welding point. Alright, and after that it will show all of the parameters here, like laser power, scan frequency, all this I was using during this test. And what's more important is this, check this out, like this gas-free flow time, I chose like a 150, but this is just 200 milliseconds is the best for me. And the ramp up time, ramp down time, this is just just a little bit higher, so it would give you better welding results and welding quality. And also you can check all of those on the screen of the device, which is exactly the same. Right, so first we are testing welds on 4mm stainless steel. This is what a 1200 watts laser welder should be capable of. As we can see, the finished weld bead comes out uniform, smooth, and consistent all the way through. There are no uneven ridges, pits, or discoloration along the seam. Next up, we moved on to more complex joint types. So we welded 2 round tubes together. I also attached a cylindrical pipe onto a stainless steel sheet. Even though these are curved circular weld paths, the finished seams still turn out really well. The weld bead stays evenly thick all around the curve with no uneven bulges or gaps, forming a 40 seal joint with 0 pinholes or weak spots. I even poured water into this cylindrical pipe, and as you can see, there's 0 water leakage. And I also ran a more extreme test on our 4mm stainless steel weld joint, and no matter how hard I hit or smash it, the weld held firmly without any looseness at all. And now to the highly reflective materials, brass and aluminum. These metals are notoriously tricky for most laser welders, as they reflect most incoming laser light and often result in flawed seams. But on this unit, the welds turn out surprisingly smooth and uniform along the entire joint. There are no rough bumps, bore marks, or pinholes. The bead maintains consistent width and thickness even on curved brass and aluminum workpieces, showing stable, reliable performance on these hard-to-process reflective alloys. I also tested its handheld cutting function, and it works impressively well. The cuts come out clean and smooth without jagged edges, and it glides effortlessly even when tracing complex S-shaped curves. Another practical feature this unit offers is laser rust cleaning. It removes rust in a single sweep with a maximum clean width of 30mm, making surface prep fast and efficient. I really like it. And that covers nearly all functions the L1 Pro provides. I want to dive deeper into its redesigned welding torch. They've upgraded the welding gun with 2 major improvements: an integrated built-in camera and a reworked wide feeding structure. On regular welding torches, the wide feed tube is a separate loose cable hanging loose. They merged all components into one neat, compact integrated assembly. This built-in camera comes with complete AI capabilities. It automatically detects contamination on protective lenses and sends alerts when lenses get dirty. The torch also supports native video recording, letting you record and replay your entire welding process via the camera system. Now, let's swap the welding torch for the CNC cutting kit, and after that, we can start CNC metal cutting. To swap it, it's very easy. First, we pull out this torch tape, and then we thread the cutting nozzle assembly into the gun body and twist it firmly to lock it in place. And then we set the gun in place, lock it with a clamp, and connect this cable. And that's it. This quick setup gets us ready to cut in no time, even for beginners like me. Alright, now we are testing CNC machining functions. We start with these aluminum plates and then copper later. These are highly reflective materials, which easily be challenging for some of the machines I've tested before. But let's see how this machine handles it. Woohoo! Wow, that is a clean cut, right? No burrs at all. And you can check out how smooth the cutting surface look. Even the tighter inner gaps of lasers, like cycles, have no leftover material at all, with the clean and precise cutting details. Alright, and that is the aluminum board. Now let's test copper. Alright, let's pour this jaw out. Yes, you can see the breast part we just machined has fallen right inside it. For safety, we need to put some thick boards or pebbles in this jaw to protect everything. And look at this 1.5mm brass we just finished cutting. The edges are super clean, right? And burr free on the front side, with no heat discoloration on the surface, which really shows the precision of the machine. And aside from its impressive cutting performance, this machine also comes with some small features such as frog jump, the rapid jump position feature. We've made a raised workpiece right here. Once one cutting path is complete, the cutting head lifts upward, speeds across the material without making any contact, lands precisely on the next position, and resumes cutting straight away. This drastically cuts down idle time, prevents surface scratches on the material, and eliminates the risk of nozzle collisions. So we also have automatic nesting. It optimizes the overall layout and adjusts the spacing between parts to save raw material and the cutting costs. And I also have micro joints or micro tabs. So we have tiny uncut bridges, so the part won't drop off after cutting. We can just pick it up from the top once done. It keeps the workpiece stable and prevents machine collisions. Okay, lastly, you might be wondering what's the maximum thickness this machine can cut. This 1200 watts fiber laser cuts stainless steel up to 4 mm at the most. We are running nitrogen gas right now. If you will want to push it to its absolute limit, switching to oxygen would let us cut thicker materials. But we usually don't do that because oxygen is flammable and it's not safe for regular users. We don't just chasing big numbers, so we stick to 4 mm. Wow! And just check out this 4 mm stainless steel cross section. Super smooth. Machine all in one go. Alright, that's the video. Everything you've seen today was shot live without post-production voiceover, showcasing the real-world performance of the LaserCyber L1 Pro with no overstated effects. This compact 1200 watts air-cooled laser balances portability and function, working steadily with the refractive metals such as aluminum and copper. Aside from its solid cutting and welding power, its software setup stands out most. Two separate interfaces accommodate new users and professionals alike. A quick start fast mode for fast setup, and engineer mode for full parameter tuning. The supported mobile app lets users share and import custom process files. Combined with the built-in AI lane store detection, the system reduces the loading barrier for home operators, while its common size fits standard garage spaces. So if you are shopping for an accessible desktop laser with reliable performance, this model definitely worth considering. And if you are interested, please check the link in the description to learn more. Thanks for watching. I'm Sammy. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.